I was 3, and he didn't leave much to ma and me, except this old guitar and a bottle of booze. Well, I don't blame 'cause he running it, but the meanest thing that he ever did before he left, went and named me Sue. Now he must have thought that it was quite a joke, and it got a lot of laughs from a lot of folk. Seems I had to fight my whole life through. Some girl would giggle and I'd get red, and some guy would laugh and I'd bust his head. Life ain't easy for a boy named Sue. Well, I grew up quick and I grew up mean, and my fists got hard and my wits got keen. Roamed from town to town to hide my shame. Well, I made a vow to the moon and stars, I'd search them honky-tonks and bars, kill that man, gave me that awful name. But it was Gatlinburg in mid-July, when I had just hit town and my throat was dry. Thought I'd stop and have myself a brew. At an old saloon on a street of mud, there at a table, dealing stud, sat that dirty dog, the name is Sue. Well, I knew that snake was my own sweet dad from a worn-out picture that my mother had. Knew that scar on his cheek and his evil eye. He was big and bent and gray and old. When I looked at him, the blood ran cold. And I said, "My name is Sue. How do you do? Now you gonna die." That's what I told him. Well, I hit him hard right between the eyes, and he went down, but to my surprise, come up with a knife and cut off a piece of my ear. But I busted a chair right across his teeth, and we crashed through the walls and onto the streets, kicking and a gouging in the mud and the blood and the beer. I tell ya I fought tougher men, but I really can't remember when. Kicked like a mule and he bit like a crocodile. I heard him laugh and I heard him cuss, and he went for his gun, but I pulled mine first. Stood there looking at me, and I saw him smile. He said, "Son, this world is rough, and if a man's gonna make it, he's gotta be tough. I know you wouldn't be there to help you along. So I give you that name and I said goodbye, and I knew you'd have to get tough or die. And that's that name that helps you make you strong." Said, "Now you just fought one hell of a fight, and I know you paid me and you got the right to kill me now, and I wouldn't blame you if you do. But you ought to thank me before I die, from the gravel in your guts and the spit in your eye, 'cause I'm the son of a bitch that named you Sue." What could I do? What could I do? Well, I got choked up and I threw down my gun, and I called him my pa and he called me his son. Come away with a different point of view. And I think about him now and then, every time I try and every time I win. If I ever have a son, I think I'm gonna name him Bill or George, any damn thing but Sue.